so thanks for tuning in to another recap, and this one is for The Game. This is my favorite show. Well, it used to be my favorite show, but you know, it's still a good show even though they've changed a lot of stuff around. You know, it's a completely different show than it was on when it was on the CW, but it's still a good show. So let's just jump right into the recap. So the episode starts off and they are trying to do like an intervention type of thing for Tasha because you know she's pregnant and she still don't know who the baby daddy is.
And she obviously got pregnant by some magic sperm because she went from not showing at all to like 9 months pregnant within 1 month.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't this episode like what the heck? They just fast forward like several months because she's big in the belly all of a sudden.
And then they mentioned that Jason's accident was 1 month ago. And her stomach was completely flat, according to them, 1 month ago.
Because when they first started the season off, Jason had his little number thing or whatever for that ceremony or whatever. And
because this is the 3rd episode?
Yeah, and Tasha had on like a slim, you know, she had on like a little bandage dress, real tight. So how she
last week on the 2nd episode,
she found out she was pregnant. No, this is the 4th episode then.
And then last week on the last week's episode, before Jason had his accident, Brittany had that party and she was there in the dress and her stomach was flat. So, and they said it was a month later, and all of a sudden she's literally looks 9 months pregnant. So that's weird, but anyway.
So everybody's there trying to do the innovation. So everyone's there trying to do the intervention. Jason, her daddy, Brandy, I don't know her character's name, Charlene, whatever. Chardonnay. Blue and, you know, the little side chick girl with the dimples. TT. Everybody there. Mm-hmm. And they all trying to, you know, let them know, like, hey, come on, you gotta, you know, let these guys know.
Need to tell Rick and
whoever his name is.
Start being nasty and ratchet.
Let them know.
Which I thought that whole story arc last season was just crazy. I actually think that Tasha's story arc in general, when it comes to men, has just been nuts. Remember when she was with that prostitute, Cole from Martin? That was so random.
Yeah, so she got daddy issues. She got man issues.
And my thing with that is, if you're gonna hire a prostitute, why the heck would you hire one that looks like Cole?
Yeah, he wasn't even cute
at all. And she was paying him for sex for a minute. That was weird.
It was a hot minute.
And then she was just completely hoeing last season. Just nasty. Having sex with 2 different men
on the same day. Like, really?
All up in somebody else's house.
Which is exactly why she can't pinpoint who the baby daddy is. Because she did it in the same day.
I hope it's Rick Fox because he is fine. Speaking of which, I met him in person at Borders. That's random as hell.
Which one? The one downtown?
Yes. I was in line to get the last Harry Potter book, and he was there. I mean, I didn't talk to him, but he was behind me in line.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
He's very handsome. But anyway, so
yeah, they're trying to do the intervention, and that's pretty much what the whole episode was about. Like, let's be real. What else happened? In the midst of the episode, you know,
we found out that Blue and Kira are back together, but they're trying to hide it from everybody.
Which doesn't make sense.
Because Blue doesn't want to look stupid because he just got arrested after fighting with Kira, which is dumb. And I'm just happy they're back together because I think they make an adorable couple.
Do.
Although I do think that their whole story arc was crazy too, that she was a virgin and she tricked him and didn't tell him that. I mean, I feel like you really have to tell a guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no way you could just not tell a guy you know.
But I mean, how did he not?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, she was just, she didn't make no type of noise.
She must have been a loose virgin or something. I don't know.
A loose virgin.
Maybe she was using tampons. I don't know.
I used tampons before I lost my virginity. That doesn't mean anything. Anyway. So they having a little stupid, basically Melanie Derwin stupid little back and forth crap and whatever.
That's really what it is. They're trying to have another Melanie and Derwin. So.
But you know, and then Jason claims that he got into a car accident,
right? So
which is why. You know what? It almost seemed like this episode just skipped the episode. That's what it really seems like. They skipped the.
That's what I thought had happened at first. I thought that they were just gonna kind of like, you know, pan into the future or something. I'm like.
Because they never, like, really showed... Like, at the end of the last episode, they showed that he was going to pretend like he got in an accident, but they never, like, showed him talk to Charnay about it. Like, they just skipped a lot of stuff. And then TT is being sued because people got salmonella from eating his chicken, which I feel like TT is the most random character. Like,
why is he even still on the show?
I don't know. He's funny looking. I'm tired of looking at him. And then Malik, the physical therapist, comes in and she broke up with her girlfriend, and Malik is,
so she crying.
is like comforting her. Which,
and you know they finna get together.
Yeah, but that was like a pointless part of the show that nobody cared about.
What else? It was like a lot of filler stuff in this episode.
And then finally, Tasha, and then Jason keeps cracking jokes, which she always does, his little lame jokes that nobody finds funny. And Tasha got fed up with him making jokes about her kids not having no daddy, so she tells
Brandy,
Chardonnay that he was up with Kelly all night, and
Charnay just look at him in disbelief, like, what?
And she just takes off. And then
she connects with her daddy, and they basically
sit there and decide to call. Yeah, they have heart to heart, and they decide to call her potential baby daddies. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. Next week, it looks like Charnay is going to leave Jason, which wouldn't be the first time.
And she gonna change.
And it ain't gonna be the last time. I'm sure they'll get back together.
Yeah,
because I love Charnay and Jason together.
I really do. I love them a lot.
Way more than Kelly. I do not miss Kelly, but I think she'll be back this season. And it was really awkward seeing her back on the show last week's episode.
Yeah, because she doesn't really fit the mold in which, the new BT storyline is following.
Not at all.
She just doesn't really fit
She was just random, and then, to walk up into somebody's house and basically say, well, this is my family because I got a kid with him, when
you basically trying to run
but you definitely disappeared. You deserted your kid and your husband, and you dissed a freaking kid. Not to say that I blame her, because Jason did put her through the ringer. Not to say that, she didn't deserve to, have some time to herself, but she should have took her child with her. I don't think it was right to leave her kid. So, to leave her husband, yes, but not her kid. So, I think it was random for her to be back, and I feel like she was totally disrespectful of Chardonnay, and that's about it.
Yeah, it was an interesting episode. Like I said, I felt like it was a filler episode. Not much going on.
And it's just random as hell that they made Tasha pregnant at her age. She's like damn near 50, so I think that's weird.
It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what else they do with this season. So,
yes.
Alright, so stay tuned next week for another recap. Thumbs up if you like the game. Also,
thumbs up if you like videos like this, but we're going to keep making them anyway. So, see you next week. Bye.
Alright, y'all. So, welcome to our first edition recap of Basketball Wives. This is definitely a show that I love and adore.